Hello everyone, in this exercise of the Autocad, that is our 18th exercise, we will understand the stretch command. Modify panel, this is stretch command. In the previous exercise, I have explained offset command, trim and extend, move command, copy command. I have already explained. In this, I will explain the stretch command. For this, I make certain objects here. Suppose rectangle, click here. This is length is 500, for example, 500 from tab key, 400 height. This one, enter. Okay, again make a rectangle here, or one more rectangle here. This one, 800 is the length, tab key, 500 is the height. This one. I make a circle here. This one, this is, for example, 100, enter. Okay. And suppose also make one line here, ortho on 1000 mm, 1000, enter. And make certain line here, one, click, enter. Offset, I make certain offsets here. Suppose I make distance 250 and enter, select this line, enter, select this one, select this one. I make certain this one. I made this objects here. Okay. The stretch command in the modify panel, this is the stretch command. Select this one. Select this one. And select object here. So you have to select crossing window, this one, from here. You keep for the crossing window, you have to click on the right side of the object, this one, and take your cursor on the left side. This green window comes here. Okay. You will see the two horizontal lines are partially selected and the vertical line and circle are completely selected. So the object which is completely selected, that will be moved only. And the horizontal line which is partially selected, that will stretch, this one. Okay. And I am clicking here, this one. Object is selected. This object is completely selected. And this was partially selected. Now enter. Now give the base point, this one. You will see, carefully note, you give the distance. Suppose I want to give the distance 100 mm. So this object is stretched by 100 mm. If you see the distance, this one and this one is 900. Earlier this was distance, I was given the 800. Okay, this way. This one. You have to select the part. Suppose this length is, suppose this one, this length is 500. Okay. Delete. I am taking on the keyboard. You can press the S key, enter. This one. You see in the command line there is message coming. Select object to stretch by crossing window or crossing polygon. Okay. So for this you have to click on the object which you want to stretch. You click on the right side of the object. Please note this thing. Click and select this one in this way. Not window selection. This is crossing window selection. Click on the, you will see vertical line is completely selected. The horizontal line of the rectangle are partially selected. Click here. Okay. Now press enter. Now you give the base point, this one, and give the distance. How much you want to stretch? Suppose I give 100 mm. Enter. You will see distance, this one is 600. Earlier was 500. In this way you can stretch. Now, suppose stretch stretch left side click on the right side of the object and select this one and this one, click here. Okay, this is what circle and vertical line is completely selected, horizontal line are partially selected. Okay, select object, enter. Now one more option is displacement. I want to stretch this in x direction only. In displacement there is no need to specify the base point, just give the x and y value. Suppose in x direction I want to move 50 comma 0, enter. So you will see this will have moved 950. Okay, now I want to move this object in y direction. Okay, by displacement method, stretch this, keep the cursor right of the object and this one. In this time select on this upper portion because I want to move the object in y direction. You will see horizontal line is completely selected, vertical lines are partially selected. Click here. Now enter. Displacement. In this method there is no need to give the select the base point. So now I want to move in the y direction. So horizontal x direction 0 comma suppose 50, enter. And now you will note the dimension, this one and this one. This is 450. This object has moved in the y direction. This one, this has moved in the x direction. In this way, by using the displacement method, you can move in the x and y direction. Okay, suppose you want to move in this direction. Stretch, select crossing window from here, mid of this one. See, carefully note this, click here and this one. I am crossing window, this line is vertically completely selected and this horizontal line is partially selected. I am clicking here, this, enter. Now select base point. Suppose I want to move in this direction. I will give the x direction minus 50 comma minus 0 comma 0. This one, enter. This one, if this has moved towards this direction, if you note this one, this is 650. In order to move left side, you have to give the value of x is in minus. Okay, in this way you can stretch. Suppose click, delete, this one, delete. Okay, suppose I want to stretch these lines up to this line or more than that. Okay, so for this you keep your cursor right of the lines, this one, and select the crossing window. You please ensure the lines are half selected, partially selected, and the end points of the lines are completely selected from where you want to stretch. Please note this thing and click here, enter. Sorry, I do not give the command, undo. Stretch command. First give the stretch. You can give the command on the keyboard, S, enter. Select the object, keep the cursor on the right of the lines and this, and drag. Click here. Now the lines are partially selected and must be selected completely. Okay, enter. Now click and this one, you can give the value. Or you can track this point and click here. In this way you can stretch. Okay, again I explain you. Undo it, stretch command, undo, stretch command, keep the cursor right and ensure the lines are partially selected and the ends are must be selected. That must come in this window. Click here, enter, select base point, and you want to give the distance. Suppose I am giving the distance 300. This one. This has been, these lines have been stretched by 300 distance. Okay, this way. Suppose I give a line here, ortho on. Suppose I draw a line here, and suppose stretch crossing window this way, enter base point, and suppose you want to stretch up to this point. Click here. Now it is stretched on, it has been stretched up to this point. Okay, this way. Suppose I make one object more here. This one. Multi-stretch. Suppose you want to stretch multi-body, multi-objects at the same time. For this, you press M stretch, S-T, M stretch, and stretch command. Enter. M stretch, enter. Now select multi-bodies. First select this one by crossing window, simultaneous, then second window, second object, and third is this one. This way, enter base point and move this one or this one. Click here. In this way, this has been stretched. Again, I explain you. M stretch, or click here. This one, select this. First, click crossing window, second object, third this one. Enter. If you want, enter and click here, and you want to extend this one. All the three objects will stretch at the same times. In this way, you can stretch the things. Okay, and this way you can stretch. You can also in this direction also stretch this one, enter base point this one, and suppose you give the distance 200, this one. Sorry, stretch, enter this one. Suppose you give the distance 200, enter. In this way, you can, by displacement method, stretch and select object, this one, enter base displacement. Displacement you can give in this direction, minus direction. Suppose you want to reduce the stretch, minus 100, 0, enter. In this way, you can reduce the size of this system. I hope you would have enjoyed it by this way. Please like, share, and subscribe my this channel. Thank you very much. Thank you.